What up, what up, what up? There's a groundbreaking Division 2 build that can elevate your gameplay to an entirely new level. And today's Division 2 build video is one you're not going to want to miss. One of you challenged me to craft an insane build using the newly released Refactor brand set, and the results, they're nothing short of mind-blowing. But here's the exciting part. I'm launching an epic new segment to spotlight your best creations. Got a build that's unstoppable and deserves the spotlight? Drop it in the comments below. Each video I'll handpick one or two standout builds and feature them on the channel. And you'll earn recognition, and the entire community gets to level up their game. So don't hesitate. Share your builds in the comments right now. Your setup might be featured next. Don't forget to smash that like button. Share this video with your squad. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay ahead with every game-changing build update. Let's jump straight into today's epic creation. Now I'm going to kick things off with the TAC 50. The modifiers are overdrive, microwave coils with critical recovery and critical momentum. This setup gives you incredible versatility and staying power. Overdrive increases your damage output significantly. Microwave coils helps apply status effects more consistently, and the combination of critical recovery and critical momentum boosts your survivability and movement speed in clutch situations. When you pair this with the rest of the Refactor build, you'll find yourself melting enemies while staying agile and hard to pin down. Next up, let's talk weapons. I'm rocking the Bluescreen because it's one of my favorite weapons in the game, and it pairs perfectly with this build. The talent on it is disruptor rounds. This is how it works. Shooting an enemy marks that enemy and adds a stack to your agent up to a maximum of 50. Hitting a marked enemy refreshes the mark and keeps building those stacks. Once you deploy any non-shield skill, all stacks are consumed and every marked target triggers an effect. I'm not going to go through every single effect and bonus, but just know once you hit that 50 stack mark, you're going to unleash a pulse, disrupt, and disorient on all marked targets and any hostile within 10 meters of them. The kicker, that effect triggers instantly if any marked enemy is killed. This weapon is absolutely nasty for crowd control and synergizes beautifully with the fast-paced, aggressive playstyle this build encourages. As for my secondary weapon, I'm running the test subject, the named assault rifle, and this one's a beast tool. It comes with the talent perfectly in sync. When you hit an enemy, you gain 20% skill damage for 5 seconds, and when you use a non-shield skill or damage an enemy with a skill, you get 20% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Now, here's where it gets crazy. When both buffs are active at the same time, those damage increases are double. That means you're dishing out 40% more skill and weapon damage simultaneously, making it perfect for a hybrid playstyle that keeps you constantly applying pressure with both your weapons and your skills. Now let's get into the gear pieces. For both my mask and backpack, I'm running the Murakami Industries brand set. Wearing 2 pieces gives me a sweet 15% bonus to skill duration and a hefty 35% boost to repair skills. Now, repair skills are crucial to this build because I'm leaning into that strength hard. The Refactor brand set I'm using ties directly into repair mechanics, and it all stacks beautifully. Since we're on the backpack already, let's break down the talent. It's called Shock and Awe. When you apply a status effect to an enemy, it increases total skill damage and repair by 20% for 20 seconds. So when you add that 20% from Shock and Awe to the 35% from the Murakami bonus, you're sitting on a total of 55% repair skills, which is a massive boost and makes a big difference in survivability and team support. Now let's talk about the Refactor brand set. I'm rocking 4 pieces, the chest, gloves, holster, and knee pads. These pieces give me some amazing bonuses. 2 pieces, 15% status effects. 3 pieces, 25% skill damage. 4 pieces unlocks the brand set's bonus talent, Return to Sender. Here's what Return to Sender does. You receive repairs equals to 10% of the damage dealt by your skills. Even better, your allies receive repairs equal to 20% of that damage. Now, let's talk about the talent I'm running on the chest piece. It's called Increase Interest. This boosts Return to Sender's healing effect significantly. Instead of 10% and 20%, you're now getting 25% repairs to yourself and 35% to your teammates. So if you keep track, that's the original 55% repair skills from Murakami and Shock and Awe, plus another 25 from Increased Interest. making this build an absolute healing machine while still dishing out damage with your skills. As for the skills, I'm rocking the Stinger Hive, and let me tell you, it's a perfect match for this setup. You're constantly putting out skill damage, which means you're continuously healing yourself and your teammates. Thanks to all those repair bonuses, the Stinger Hive is especially clutch when things get chaotic. Drop it in the right spot and watch the synergy go to work. Plus, with overdrive modifier in play, you're riding a wave of overcharge, so the Hive comes right back crazy fast. A few seconds later, you're throwing it right back out into the action. Combine that with your weapons pumping out damage, because this is a hybrid build after all, and you got a toolkit that lets you do it all: support, control, and eliminate. And just to give you the full picture, this build runs 4 red cores and 2 yellow cores. It's balanced just right to keep the pressure on while letting your skills do heavy lifting in both damage and support. For my second skill, I'm using the Tactician Drone. You'll need to equip the TAC 50 specialization to unlock this, but trust me, it's totally worth it with this setup. It syncs perfectly with the microwave coils modifier, helping to immobilize enemies and giving you breathing room to dish out big damage. Here's the strategy: toss out the Hive, tag enemies with the blue screen, and once those 50 stacks build up, boom, you're pulsing, disrupting, setting them on fire, and disorienting them all at once. The Tactician Drone plays a big role in setting that chain reaction up and keeping the momentum going. This build is straight up dope, and I'm proud of how it came together. It's easily one of my favorite builds in the game. I love running it, and if you give it a try, I think you will too. Alright agents, that's gonna do it for today's build breakdown. If this setup gave you some new ideas or you just enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button, drop your builds in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you'll never miss a drop. Thanks for watching Kryptonian Gaming, where the builds are fresh, the gameplay's fire, and the creativity never stops. Catch you in the next one. Stay sharp.